Okay, that was not the intro that I was going for, but we live. We are live, 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 live. Let's just for the hell of it. Let's do it again. Let's pretend that didn't happen because I don't know what just happened there. Let's. Nobody's here. Let's do it again. We gonna do it again. Hey, we're gonna learn. All right. Now that's the way we're supposed to. That's the way we're supposed to intro coffee. I don't know what button I clicked before, but that was absolutely the wrong. That's the way we. Hello, everybody. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. I'm live. That's how we quit. Let's see folks that are in here and the people that are gonna be here on the replay. So I thought about it and I thought today maybe we'll get some folks that wanna just pop in, ask any question they wanna ask about. But I wanted to talk about something that has been in the back of my mind. It's something that is this screensaver for my both of my computers. Any computer I have, pretty much I'll make it my screensaver. But yeah, what we want to talk about is the cave that you're afraid to enter, the cave that you fear holds the treasure that you seek. So that is a one of my favorite quotes. Um, I'm actually trying to pull it up now as we speak. You would think that I would have this already done and ready, but actually, you know what? I'll just share my screen so y'all can see it on my y'all can see it on my background. There we go. Boom. The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek. That is Joseph Campbell, and that is one of my favorite quotes. Reason being because I think it says so much, and it's so true. Because the cave, because whatever you're afraid to look at, a lot of times is the thing that you should definitely look at. That's the thing that is typically, and I talk about it on my Instagram and TikTok quite a bit. That is the thing that is typically going to push you to that next level. Um, and so whatever it is that you don't want to do is probably the thing that you need to do, right? So that's probably one of the things that is important for you to do. Like, and if we talked about this recently, is on my TikTok and on my Instagram. Talked about this recently. Um, because I am running for a project that actually going to be announcing here in February. So y'all stay tuned for that next couple of weeks. Which wow, this month has really just kind of flew by. But yeah, so got a project that I'm working on, and it consists of me doing a lot of running. And running is not one of my favorite things to do. However, it is something that is very um good for you, cardio, health wise and cardiovascular wise. And it is something that is it's one of those things where it's you versus you. And I typically don't say that, but it is so very true with that one. It is you versus you. So it is like you have to dig deep into your mind to make yourself to push yourself to keep running because at any given point in time you can start walking and just say the heck with it. I'm not going to do that. It's just it's not. anything that you have to do, and especially when you're on the treadmill. When you're running outside, a lot of times that's something that when you're running outside, you're like, okay, I've kind of got to go ahead and get back home, right? Coffee grinds. I got to get the coffee, right? But when you run on the treadmill, you're like, you know what? I could just turn this thing off. I could hit pause, call it a day, and we're done, right? Um, so I have a plan set up for the times I'm going to be running, when I'm going to be running, all that kind of stuff, right? And yesterday I had a plan, and what I was going to do was I was going to go into the gym, and I was going to go ahead and get a 3 mile, 3.1 mile 5K on the treadmill because it's part of my plan. Like I have to do that. And I had it run earlier this week because of staying busy with the 9 to 5 gig and all that kind of stuff. So I'm like, I got to do it. I went in there with a plan, and it didn't happen. It did not happen because after it's supposed to be 3 miles. After 2 miles, I said, "Oh nah." After 2 miles, I was like I was, like, struggling. It wasn't even after 2 miles. I was struggling, and I had to use every trick in the book. Hold on right quick. I'm gonna go ahead and bounce, people onto the I'm gonna get my Facebook going here. So I had to use every trick in the book to get myself to go and get those 2 miles. Just to get to the 2 miles, not even 3 miles that I was supposed to do. So, that was very interesting, and I made it in my mind, I was like, "Yeah, this is something that I've got to attack because it's holding me back." Like, if it's something that, that it's something that I've got in my mind that I was gonna do it. I hate running. Running is not my favorite thing to do. But, like, I had a plan, right? And that plan didn't follow through. So, anyways, I say all that to say, um, right now that's my cave. That's my cave right now that I am pushing towards, to push through and to dig deep into it. So, because I've gotten used to, what's funny about it is, over the last couple of months, I've gotten used to uh like two little 2Ks and 3Ks, which is like 1.3 and 1.8 miles. So I've gotten used to the little 2 miles, which is the reason why I like, 2 miles. I like, okay, I could do that. I could push towards that, right? But the 3 mile was that kind of that next level that, like, I got to get there. So that was interesting to see. I did get the 3 miles a day and made that happen. So all right, we got a couple people in here. Appreciate y'all being here. You can feel free to leave a comment, say hello, or what's up or something. But yeah, today we're just talking about the cave that you fear to enter. I think everybody's got that one thing that if they attack it, if they change it, if they make that change, that will take them to that next level. And why it's important to me for this run is because I ultimately, like, this 3 miles is push me towards a bigger goal. And so it's like, if I can't push myself to get past these 3 miles, then I'm not gonna be able to push myself to get to that next goal, which is gonna mean that I'm not gonna be able to push myself to get to that next goal and the next. So it's compounding. Kinda like math. You've ever the math was one of the subjects I kinda liked in, high school and college. And in math, if you don't learn the first part of math, like, it's gonna compound to the next part, and that's how that works out, right? So, anyways, yeah, so that is right now my cave. And it's all mental, and I think with all of this, it's mental. Once you can silence your brain, make it do what you want it to do. I think then, you can master a bunch of other things. Just my thoughts. Just things I be thinking. All right, got a couple people in here. So what's up, y'all? What's going on? It's just me tonight. Me and my coffee. It's a coffee grind. Um, as a reminder, if you've everybody got a story to tell, and coffee grind is all about telling your story, the grind and the grind that you put towards your story. Um, Sharing it with others can help others tremendously. So if you would like to go ahead and share your story, be a part of the conversation, and just be here. You can log in, or you can go to my link tree. That's just link tree. I think there's supposed to be a .com in there. I messed that up. But anyway, no, I think it's right. And then it's forward slash C Scott Inc. So you can go there. You can book your time. I am opening up time, so it is going to be on Sunday, but we're going to start as early as 4 p.m. Eastern time up to 7. So anytime within there, book your time and we're good to go. And we can get you on here onto the show to talk about your grind, talk about your story and how you've been grinding towards your purpose. It's all about living life on purpose around here. If y'all know me, y'all know the story, y'all know how it goes. So, anyways, I think that, and I'm probably gonna go a couple more minutes longer, and then we're gonna, unless we got any comments coming in, then we're gonna shut it down. But I think that what is important about that is having that emotional intelligence to be able to actually uh, look within yourself, question yourself. Y'all know that I'm all about journaling, even though I got to do a little better job at that. But I'm all about journaling. Maybe journal out some things about what are some of the things that you know you should do, but you're not doing. What are some of the things that scare the hell out of you? What are some of the things that you have seen a pattern in your life before? So those are some of the things you want to look at, and then coming up with a plan of attack to attack those things. And that is how you enter the cave. And it might be something just simple. I mean, it could be just okay. I want to start with some routines and rituals, and this actually bring me to what I originally was going to talk about today, but then I was like, no, I need to talk about this first. So maybe it's just that you start with routines and rituals. You start with your daily routine, and you go ahead and you're like, you know what, I'm going to attack that. I don't have a routine. I'm kind of haphazard. When I wake up, I just kind of go. So maybe you say, okay, that's something I'm going to work, and then you figure out what would be a good routine for you. Is it going to be that you wake up and get out of bed and pray, you get out of bed and you meditate, or you just say thank you when you get up, or you just don't touch your phone for the first hour when you wake up, whatever that might be. One of my routines is as soon as I open my eyes, as soon as I'm like conscious, is to go ahead and say thank you. So that's my first thing that I do, and then I'm getting myself, I get my little supplements going, and then I get myself ready for the gym. Hit the gym most days, 5 out of 7 days a week, and go to the gym, and then come back home, try to get some type of protein shake in, and then before I do any work for anybody else, I've got to get myself a meditation. I got to get myself centered and get myself going internally and get check in with the inner man. So that's like a kind of a quick example of a routine that works for me. But maybe it's just you start there. Start with a routine. And that's something that is very important for those of us that have goals that we're looking for this year. Get the routines going, because your daily routine is going to push towards, like, if you don't have a routine, if you don't have like kind of something set up and something in place for, that goal that you look for, it's not going to hit it. It's going to be impossible, because you can't haphazardly just kind of hack at something and expect for it to happen. Coffee grind. Anyways, so maybe that's where you start. And then, so you start with the routine, right? You start with the routine so that you can go ahead and get yourself used to doing things on with an intention and on a regular basis. And then maybe you look at, okay, here's some of the things that I need to attack, you know. When things get tough, maybe it is that I give myself an out. So instead of giving myself an out, what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna go ahead and follow through. But you start with something that is simple, and then you kind of work your way up. So that that might be a way to go ahead and attack that cave that we're talking about. So food for thought, something to think about. And again, if you got some goals going on this year, that's going to be very important to set up some type of routines. And when I say rituals, the rituals are stuff is are the things that are within the routines. Right. So whenever I meditate, I like to go ahead and get myself some incense going. A lot of times I light a candle and put my little pillows down so that my knees don't hurt too bad and my butt doesn't hurt too bad when I'm on the floor and get that going. But what the rituals are going to do is whenever you have a ritual, like if you have morning time ritual routine and a ritual to start those routines, what it does is it gets your brain into thinking, okay, we do this every day, so we know we're about to do this. And once you've done that for a long period of time, your brain will be used to that. Say, okay, this is what we're going to do. And that just remind me that might be something I want to do for, these longer runs that I got to do. Get some type of ritual going. Um, so nothing woogie boogie about it. It's just psychology. It's just a way of priming your nervous system, let it know that, hey, this is what we're about to do. So routines and rituals to help you to attack that cave. But again, you've got to be able to identify what the cave is that you need to attack, what you need to go into, and yeah, that then maybe start small, but then work towards that. That's it, folks. Coffee ground for the day. I like to keep them short when it's just me, and not go too crazy, not go too ham. Um, but yeah, again, for those of y'all, everybody's got a story to tell. I believe that, and for those of y'all wanting to tell your story, boom, right there, Linktree / She's Got Ink. You see the way that you can go ahead and book your time on Sunday to chat with me, and we'll talk and tell everybody your story. That's what I got for you today. We'll see you again next week. Hope everybody's doing well. And look for okay, so let me look at the calendar real quick while we're here. So yeah, you can look forward in 2 weeks for an announcement of what this latest project I've got going on. And I think it's gonna be pretty fun. Y'all get to see me put myself through torture and pain. But it'll be fun, it'll be exciting, and hopefully it won't be too bad for me. But anyways, hey, as always, I appreciate those y'all that are here, those y'all that are watching on the replay. I thank y'all for watching. I thank y'all for being here, and we will see you next week. And I'm gonna go ahead and join the conversation. Linktree C Scott Inc. Tell your story on Coffee Brown Live right there. Boom, boom, boom. And we will catch you again. I love you.